Welcome back. Have you ever been scrolling online and stumbled across a post claiming that simply eating a specific vegetable or certain fruit will make cancer just magically disappear? At first glance, it sounds like an absolute dream come true, right? Well, today we're breaking down a really powerful warning directly from medical and statistical professionals. Our source material today explores exactly why data experts and doctors are absolutely furious about these viral miracle food claims. In today's explanation, we're going to unpack the reality of these videos, why they're so incredibly dangerous, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself and your family by understanding the actual science. Okay, let's dive into this. It's a surprisingly simple question, but it's one that millions of people quietly grapple with. Do you honestly believe eating a specific food can cure cancer? The internet is practically overflowing with these highly produced, very alluring videos. They promise a quick, natural fix to literally one of the most complex diseases known to humanity. They tell you a simple dietary swap will just erase cancer cells. And when you or a loved one are faced with a terrifying diagnosis, those claims are incredibly tempting. And look, if you've ever felt tempted to believe those videos, you are definitely not alone. It is completely natural to want to avoid painful hospital treatments. Hospitals can be super intimidating, the treatments can be grueling, and it's just a fundamental human desire to seek out a painless, food-based cure instead. When someone online looks right at the camera and says, "Hey, this actually cured me," wanting to try it doesn't make you gullible, it just makes you human. But here's the thing. This is exactly where the danger lies. There are bad actors out there who exploit this very gentle, completely understandable human hope purely for their own gain. So to dismantle these myths, we have a clear roadmap. We'll be covering the trap of miracle foods, lies exposed by statistics, the sad reality in hospitals, spotting true information, and finally, actions to protect yourself. All right, Section 1, the trap of miracle foods, the medical conflict. This whole medical conflict really begins with the intense friction between viral internet claims and the actual doctors working on the front lines. To guide us through this reality, our source material brings us the perspective of Dr. Kazu. Now, he isn't just some random internet commentator. He is an active neurosurgeon and a former university medical professor. Right now, today, he operates on severe conditions like brain tumors and strokes. He's a surgeon who is speaking out specifically because of the real heartbreaking tragedies he has witnessed firsthand with his own patients. He's seen the direct aftermath of people falling for this miracle food trap. When Dr. Kazu and data experts actually look at these videos claiming a vegetable cured cancer, their reaction isn't just some mild disagreement. They are furious. They will tell you flat out, that is not science, it is merely a coincidence. From the perspective of a data analysis professional, these miracle videos are literally full of holes. Basing life or death health decisions on a single individual's personal anecdote isn't just scientifically flawed, it is mathematically dangerous. Which brings us to Section 2. Lies exposed by statistics, breaking down the math. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it perfectly illustrates how these videos manipulate viewers using logical fallacies. Take the first major statistical trap, survivor bias. Imagine 100 people try this so-called miracle vegetable. See that one brightly colored slice? That's the single person who happened to get better and made a viral video. But the rest of that chart? That represents the hidden failures. Those are the 99 people for whom the vegetable did absolutely nothing. But because they didn't get better, they don't make a video. They're entirely invisible. If you don't look at the whole dataset and you only listen to the one loud survivor, the truth is completely obscured. One or two cured anecdotes absolutely do not equal medical evidence. And this hidden failure rate builds directly into our second massive statistical trap, confusing correlation with causation. On one side, a patient eats a specific vegetable. On the other side, their tumor shrinks. The scammer swoops in and says the vegetable caused the shrinking. But what they conveniently hide is the reality. The patient was very likely also receiving actual hospital treatment at the same time, or maybe they just possessed a really strong natural constitution. Just because two things happen at the exact same time, like eating a vegetable and getting better, does not mean one caused the other. Swapping out the real cause for a fake one is a classic textbook tactic used to spread misinformation. Let's move to Section 3, the sad reality in hospitals, the human cost. So statistics and logic are one thing, but what happens when real human beings actually believe these internet lies? This is where Dr. Kazu's warnings turn really somber. He shares the devastating reality of patients coming into the hospital with brain tumors or other severe cancers and flat out refusing standard modern treatments because they've been convinced by some internet diet therapy or a sketchy supplement. By the time they finally realize the miracle food isn't working, the cancer has progressed. This is the tragedy of the missed window. We live in an era where early detection and early treatment can absolutely save lives. But wasting that critical early intervention window on fake information is the absolute greatest risk a patient can take. Because once that window closes, it's often a point of no return.
Section 4. Spotting true information. Distinguish the facts.
We absolutely cannot let these tragedies keep happening, so it's time to arm you with the tools to spot the facts. And this brilliantly illustrates the massive gap between real medicine and internet claims. Look at the medical standard over on the left, clinical trials. This involves thousands of subjects. It uses placebos and strict blind testing, where neither the doctor nor the patient knows who is getting the real medicine, which completely eliminates bias. Only things that pass this grueling gauntlet become standard care. Now look at the right, internet videos. They rely on one person's anecdote, there is zero formal testing, they are almost always profit-driven, and they are never scientifically verified. The foods pushed in those viral videos have never passed those rigorous tests. Not once. So, to make this incredibly easy for you, here are 3 rapid-fire questions you must ask yourself whenever you encounter a new health claim online. 1. Do they use extreme words like absolute cure or miracle? Real science speaks in probabilities, guys, not absolutes. 2. Does the evidence rely entirely on personal impressions or anecdotes? Like we just learned, one story isn't data. And 3. Is the person making the video profiting by selling you the supplement or the book they're promoting? If the answer to any of these is yes, you need to immediately stop and question that source. Finally, Section 5. Actions to protect yourself. Safely navigate health. All right, we've identified the traps and the lies, so now let's build a concrete playbook. If you are fighting an illness and you see a diet online that you really want to try, please just follow these 3 steps. Step 1, consult your primary doctor first. Step 2, be completely honest about what you saw online. I know a lot of patients are scared their doctor will yell at them, but Dr. Kazu assures us doctors won't get angry. They genuinely want to help you. Step 3, have your doctor check if this new food or supplement will have dangerous interactions with your current medications. Never start a rogue diet on your own, because it could actively sabotage the real medical treatments that are literally saving your life. So, the crucial point is reframing our entire understanding of nutrition. That false internet narrative paints a picture of food acting like some magical sword, directly attacking and killing cancer cells. Modern medicine simply does not support this. The truth is that food builds a brick-and-mortar foundation of stamina and immunity to help your body endure treatment. Food is not the weapon. The medical treatment is the weapon. Your diet is just the solid foundation that keeps you strong enough to fight. Those extreme food restrictions promoted online, they will often just rob you of the vital stamina you desperately need. When you need real answers, you have to know where to look. Remember, the first page of any internet search is usually packed with sponsored ads and SEO-optimized blogs. It's not science. Instead, exclusively seek out reliable sources. The National Cancer Center's Cancer Information Service, clinical guidelines published by official medical societies, and recognized official medical institutions. If you're ever lost, official public health organizations should always be your very first stop. Whew, we've covered a lot of ground today, pulling back the curtain on the statistics, the medical reality, and the psychological traps of these miracle food videos. Sweet, easy promises usually have a really dark, hidden cost. Evidence-based medicine might not sound quite as magical as a viral video, but it is the truest, most proven path to healing. So I want to leave you with this final, vital question. When it comes to your precious time, your body, and your future, will you trust your life to an internet rumor or to proven science? Thank you so much for joining me for today's explanation. If you found this structured breakdown helpful, be sure to share this knowledge with someone you care about. See you next time.